Okay, hello, welcome to another live stream unboxing for the blog about gadgets.com. And as you can tell, I'm still very new at this live stream. So hopefully this will not be too shocking. Okay, so what we've got here is the Manchester Madness board game, version 2 from Fantasy Flight Games. This is a game for 1 to 5 players, based on the works of H.P. Lovecraft, so Cthulhu, all that sort of thing. It's part of the Fantasy Flight series, based on his work, which also includes things like Arkham Horror and the Eldritch games. The reason why I'm having a look at this is because it can be played single player, so I can play this by myself. And what's exciting about this is that the reason why it can be played single player is that there's an app that goes along with the game that basically runs the game for you. So you can either have that app running the game with a bunch of people or just by yourself. Anyway, there's quite a bit in this box, so I figure it will work quite nicely for an unboxing. So let's have a look. First thing we're going to do is take off the shrink wrap. Let's see. Okay, that's the shrink wrap gone. Now we get our first look at the box. So a nice matte finish, fairly sturdy box, so should survive quite a few unboxings and reboxings. Look, here we go. See, you can tell I'm new at this. And then on the back we have a nice description about the game, a view of the stuff that's inside the box, and a little bit of info here about the app. These are the figures that we should find inside, and lastly over here it tells us which card protection sleeves we can get if we want to use them. So we've got a bit of flavour text on the back. Let's have a look at what that says. The grimy alleys and looming mansions of Arkham harbour eldritch forces, terrifying secrets, and unspeakable monsters. Yeah. Within these ancient buildings, gibbering madmen and cultists call upon the ancient ones, and beasts unknown by mortal scholars stir beneath the gibbous moon. Tonight, a few brave investigators venture behind Arkham's closed doors to make their stand against the madness within. Yeah, okay, so anyway, that's what we've got on the back of the box. Let's have a look what's in the box. So I'm having to work it with my fingers here. There we go. Okay, let's stick that there. What have we got? First off, stop! This game is not ready yet. Okay, so this is telling you about the app. Then we've got our usual Fantasy Flight brochure telling us about all the other brilliant games that Fantasy Flight produce. The Learn to Play manual. This will go through explaining what all the different bits are, how to set the game up, and how to play. The full rules reference. So the idea usually with these sorts of things is that you go through the Learn to Play manual first, play your first run through of the game, and then for everything that's not explained in that first run through, you've got your rules reference book here which contains more detail on everything else. Aha, and here we have the tiles. Let's get this open up. Let's have a look, see what we've got in here. These look to be pretty solid, thick cardstock. Yeah, nice and thick card there. So these are the different tiles you're going to build your scenarios, build your mansions and everything from. Some tokens up here, bathroom, all sorts of things there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks of cards, tokens and stuff there. And then we've got a bunch of other stuff. So here we have some small cards, small but perfectly formed. These fit very nicely in your hand. You can get the whole lot in one hand there. We've got things here, so these are it's like a satchel sort of thing there. These look to be items that you can use. Some with a brain on it, heart. So there's a whole bunch of these small cards. And what else we got? Oh, yeah, another load of tiny cards. So these are things like, oh, we've got some weapons and other things in here. What else? These look to be the scenario cards. And oh no, are they scenario cards? These are the investigators. So the different investigators that you can use to play the game. So, for example, that is Agatha Crane and Carson Sinclair and so on. So that's telling you about the investigators. Dice. So here we've got 1, 2, 5 8-sided dice. So again, you can do the usual business of those with different symbols on there. So you can toss those around happily. More nice card token things here. Okay, so this appears to, right, so this is the conversion kit. So if you've got version 1 of this game, which didn't have the app, then you can use the parts from version 1 to play in this game, which is version 2. So these are the bits you'll need to do that. Figures. Little mini figures. Okay, I don't know if these are, I'm not entirely sure what these are, but this is, looks to be like a little girl with a candlestick. I hope that's a candlestick. And somebody hugging some books, somebody running, somebody doing a very bad impression of the Christ statue in Rio de Janeiro. Anyway, so we've got a bunch of those. Big bag of characters here. So, these are monsters. Okay. They're okay. They're very They're sort of quite delicate, quite thin. I can see there being maybe a market for some, or a need for some aftermarket figures which are a little bit more interesting. These are very small, they're all grey, they're not, yeah, not overly exciting. Ah, pretty sure that's meant to be Cthulhu, Mr. Tentacle Mouth. So that's quite a big one actually. His wings kind of flex up a bit. So anyway, so characters, so we've got a whole load of them, and then lastly we've got the PP bases. So if memory serves, these are for you to pop your monsters on or whatever with their cards or sort of tokens telling you what they are. So they've got little nubs, little pegs on the bottom which will fit in to the base, and then the these card things here will fit in and give you a bit more information about what that particular character can do and so on and so forth. So there we have it, quite a lot in the box, which explains why it's quite a big box. Whole load of figures, characters, cards, and components that go to make up the game. Yeah, all looks pretty good quality, apart from the quality of the figures isn't bad, it's just they're a little bit, yeah, a little bit dull, a little bit, they kind of, they're not, but they kind of look like something that somebody could have just knocked out on a 3D printer. So on the plus side, I guess that means that if you do lose any of them, then it shouldn't be too difficult to knock yourself up some replacements. But yeah, I've seen better, but I've also seen worse. Okay, well, that's the unboxing of the Mansions of Madness board game from Fantasy Flight Games. Thank you for watching. Hope it's been not terribly dull, and please come back again for another unboxing. Yeah, I'm really selling it, aren't I? Ta-ra.